Alright, so once again, like I was saying before, yeah, you need to have some place to go, so you need kind of advanced players as well. So he has his really fast little rat with the ball. Oh, he did make it a completely 4-point cage. That's interesting. He's probably going to blitz with the big rat then. No, what are you doing? Okay, he had options before. If you look, hmm. All right, like I said, if you look, he had this guy, and then he had the other line rat up here, and then he had these two guys that were over here. And so he could have advanced the cage on either front, basically. And blitzing with the rat ogre, he also had a presence in the middle. That would have been perfect. Instead, he brought this guy down here, but I don't know to what end. To be fair, though, I mean, when you have a guy that can move 13 squares, you really don't need him. You don't need to advance the cage. So I'm used to playing with slower players. And I also don't like using go for it's or having to dodge or anything. But yeah, this is... So I guess this is actually quite acceptable. Yeah, because if he advances the cage like a couple more spaces in the next 4 turns or whatever, he's gonna win the game. So never mind. Disregard everything I said before. Yeah, line rats are pretty much fodder, but fend and wrestle is just like that's about as far as you ever want them to go, honestly. That was rather reckless. To make that work, you really need strip ball, and just didn't have it. And now the Dark Elf team is just gonna get mauled. Like there's a bunch of blocks going out over here, and by a bunch I mean 2, I guess. You're gonna see this rat ogre attempt to eat this witch elf. You're gonna see this guy blitz here. Yeah, and you're gonna see the cage advance up here. This is a really tough situation because this rat ogre, this tail is just like it makes everything kind of questionable to dodge by him. So he's actually is actually really powerful in this position. He's like I said, when he hits here, and he's gonna be. It'd be best if he knocks over the witch elf right away. And then he could be just right there. Let's see how that plays out. Now see, this is kind of dangerous, just because sidestep. Like if all he had gotten was a push there, you would have a guy on your corner. See, it's the problem with piling on. Like, I see people take it, but they don't usually ever use it. Like, he hasn't used it the entire game. And that's why it's called bloat. Because it's very situational, and it's good in those situations, but it just doesn't always pull its weight. I wonder if now they're just talking because nothing is happening. I do wish we could see the chat, just so you could maybe get an idea of their character. Maybe who you'd be rooting for. See, and here's guard coming into play. It's good stuff. Wow. Yeah, and then the rat ogre's just gonna be sitting right on these two. Although I don't know if you'd want that. He'd be right on top of like he's gonna get to actually use his multiple block or not. Wow. See, this is the domino effect. Like all those people got destroyed at the beginning, and once you don't have enough people to compete, you're just gonna keep losing more.